Beneath the starlit sky. Chapter 1. The Call of the Night. The night was always a mysterious thing. People saw it as a time for rest, a blanket of dark that covered the world and brought silence to the world's hustle. But for Elara, the night was different. She had always felt a connection to the stars, as if they were whispering to her secrets that no one else could hear. She sat on the balcony of her home, gazing up at the sky, the soft breeze pulling at her long hair. The city of Altair stood below her, bathed in the gentle glow of moonlight. Though it was a sprawling metropolis, it never felt like home. Elara was not one to enjoy the company of the busy streets and crowded squares. Instead, she longed for something deeper, something that the city could never offer. She had heard rumors of a hidden world beneath the earth, where the true stars were born, where ancient secrets lay buried beneath the soil. Her grandmother, who had once been a revered astrologer, had spoken of this world often before her death. The stars, you see, Elara, her grandmother had told her, are not just lights in the sky. They are beacons calling us to something greater. If you listen closely, they will guide you. Elara had always taken her grandmother's words to heart, even though most dismissed them as fantasy. But tonight, the stars seemed to shine brighter than ever before, almost as if they were beckoning her. It was then that she heard it, an odd noise, a low hum that seemed to rise from deep within the earth. It was faint at first, almost imperceptible, but it grew louder, vibrating through her chest. Elara's heart skipped a beat. She felt an overwhelming pull to follow the sound. Her legs moved of their own accord as she slipped into the streets of Altair, leaving her home behind. The sound was now unmistakable, guiding her step by step. She didn't know where she was going, but the hum felt as though it was calling her toward something far more important than any place she had ever known. Chapter 2. The Hidden Passage. The streets of Altair were unfamiliar to Elara. As she ventured deeper into the labyrinth of alleys, the usual noise of the city seemed to fade, replaced by the rhythmic hum that now seemed to come from the very stones beneath her feet. She walked through an ancient part of the city, one that was almost forgotten by most of the inhabitants. Here, the buildings were older, withered by time. The air felt heavier, as though the weight of the past still lingered in the cracks of the walls. After a while, she found herself standing before an old, rusted gate partially obscured by ivy. The hum seemed to grow louder as she approached it, resonating in her bones. The gate was strange to old For this part of the city, it's ironwork, intricately designed with symbols she didn't recognize. Without hesitation, she pushed it open. The gate creaked as it slowly gave way, revealing a narrow, dimly lit tunnel that descended into the earth. The walls were lined with moss, and a faint glow seemed to emanate from deep within, beckoning her forward. Elara's heart raced as she stepped into the passage, her every instinct telling her to turn back. But the stars called to her, their light shining brighter as she descended. The further she walked, the more the hum seemed to consume her, until it became all she could hear. The air grew colder, and the tunnel's walls narrowed, as if she were being swallowed by the earth itself. Finally, after what seemed like an eternity of walking, Elara reached a cavernous chamber. The space was vast, filled with an eerie silence. In the center of the room was a pool of water, its surface shimmering with the same starlight she had seen above. But the stars in the water, they weren't like the ones in the sky. These were different, alive, pulsing with energy. As she approached the pool, a voice echoed in her mind. "Welcome, Elara. You are the chosen one, the one who will awaken the stars," Elara gasped. The voice was both comforting and terrifying. She had no idea who or what was speaking to her, but the pull was undeniable. Chapter 3: The Awakening. The voice echoed in the chamber again, this time clearer, more urgent. "The time has come. The stars are fading, and you alone can restore their light." Elara's breath caught in her throat. The stars were fading. She had never seen the stars falter before. They had always been constant, steadfast in their place above the world. But now she understood that something far greater was at stake. "What do you mean?" she whispered aloud, her voice trembling in the vast chamber. The surface of the pool began to ripple, and a figure materialized from its depths. It was a woman, or at least she appeared to be one. Her form was ethereal, her skin shimmering like the night sky itself. She wore a crown made of what seemed to be stars, and her eyes glowed with a bright, cosmic light. "I am Lyra, keeper of the stars," the figure said, her voice melodic and soothing. "I have been waiting for you, Elara. You must embark on a journey to the heart of the world, where the source of all light resides. Only by retrieving the Heartstone can the stars be restored." Elara felt a surge of energy flood through her. She didn't understand everything Lyra was saying, but she felt the weight of the task ahead. The Heartstone, that was the key to restoring the stars. But where was it? How could she find it? Lyra's eyes sparkled. "The journey will not be easy," But you will not be alone. The stars will guide you, and you will find allies. Along the way, the chamber began to tremble, and the stars in the pool pulsed violently, casting ripples of light across the walls. You must go now, Lyra said urgently. Before it is too late, Elara took a deep breath, her resolve strengthening. She didn't know what awaited her on this journey, but she knew one thing for certain: she couldn't turn back now. This is just the start of a larger adventure, filled with ancient secrets, powerful magic, and a journey that will take Elara through hidden realms beneath the earth and into the farthest reaches of the universe.